Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Social Science Academy. In this video we are going to study chapter number 1 NCERT book Geography of class 6. The name of lesson is The Earth in the Solar System. It feels very nice when we see the sky after the sunset. Immediately we will see the sky after the sunset, we can notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would see the number increasing. You cannot count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with the shining objects. Some of the objects, they are bright, remaining are dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. They all appear to be twinkling. If we will just see at the sky, these all objects, it looks like a twinkling objects. Okay, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. All the objects, they never twinkle. If we will look it carefully, we will come to know that all the objects, they never twinkle. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. What they do not twinkle. They just simply glow without any flicker, how the moon shines in the sky, like the moon. Along with these all the objects, bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days, in different shapes, at different positions and at different times. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. Okay, we can see full moon only once in about a month's time. It is called as full moon night or Purnima. That night is called full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. A fortnight later, we cannot see the moon in the sky. It is new moon night or Amavasya. It is called new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky very best. Now, have you wondered that all the objects, moon, these twinkling objects in the night sky, why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. Okay, the sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. What is mean by celestial bodies? The sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Now, from that all these celestial bodies, some celestial bodies, they are very big. They are very big and they are hot. They are made up of gases, different kind of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. These celestial bodies are called stars. See, the sun is a star. Why the sun is a star? Because the sun is a celestial body which is very big and hot. It is also made up of gases. It also has its own heat and light and it emits its light in a large amount. So, the sun is a star. Such celestial bodies are called the stars. So, the sun is a star. Now, such countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun. Okay, there are countless twinkling stars in the night which are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light. Why we cannot feel their heat and light? Because these are tiny because they are very, very far from us. The sun is nearer to us, but these remaining objects which are similar to the sun, these are very, very far from us. So we never feel their heat or light like a sun. Now the next point we are going to see about the constellations. What do you mean by constellation? See, if you observe the night sky carefully, then maybe you have noticed that there are various patterns formed by the different groups of stars. Okay, these are called the constellations. The famous constellation, it is the Saptarshi constellation. Okay, constellation, it means these are the patterns which has formed by the different group of stars. These are the constellations. Now students, you can see here Saptarshi constellation, which is a group of 7 stars. It is a group of 7 stars. See, it is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and 7th. These are the Saptarshi constellation, which is a group of 7 stars. Then about the pole star. At the ancient time, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of the stars. Okay, the North Star indicates the north direction and it is called the pole star. The North Star, it is called the pole star. At the ancient time, the people, they were using these pole star during the night time to determine the directions. Okay, then some celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and light. See, about the star, we have seen stars, they have their own heat and light. Sun is a star, but some celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. Such bodies are called the planets. Some celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and light. Such bodies are called planets. Okay, the word planet comes from the Greek word planetia. The planet word, it has came from the Greek word planetia, which means wanderers. The earth on which we live, it is also a planet. The earth on which we live, it is also a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. If we look at the earth from the distance, like a moon, it will appear to be shining just a tiny dot. Okay, the moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it. Moon is a satellite of the earth. It moves around the earth. Moon, it is moves around the earth. Like our earth, there are 7 other planets that get heat and light from the sun, and some of them have their moons too. Like the earth, there are 7 other planets which gets the heat and light from the sun. Okay, now we'll see the solar system. The next topic we are going to see, that is the solar system. What is mean by solar system? The sun, 8 planets, satellites and other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids. Okay, they form togetherly the solar system. What forms the solar system? The sun, the planets, the satellites and other celestial bodies like asteroids and meteoroids. Okay, they togetherly form the solar system. Now, the word solar system come by the Roman mythology. According to the Roman mythology, sol, it means the sun god. So the solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun, therefore, the family of the sun is called the solar system. Family of the sun, it means first of all the sun, then the planets. 8 planets are there, asteroids, meteoroids and the satellites of the planets. Okay, so they togetherly form the solar system. It is a family of the sun. Then we will see the solar system, the members of the solar family. The head of the family, that is the sun. The sun is in the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. Due to this pulling force, see, it has bind all the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. Sun is the ultimate source. Whatever the heat and light it gets in the solar system, all heat and light it gets from the sun. It is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us, because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. We are near to the sun, but then too we are very much far from the sun. Due to that much tremendous heat we never feel on the earth's surface. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Then the next family members of the solar system, these are the planets. There are 8 planets in solar system. Okay, the next family member we are studying, these are the planets. Okay, there are 8 planets in the solar system. In order, if we will go by the order, these are the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, these are the 8 planets which are in the solar system. Now, all the 8 planets of the solar system, they move around the sun in fixed path. These paths are elongated and this is called the orbits. These paths, these are called the orbits. Then we will see the planets in the solar system. Here you can see the planets which are present in the solar system. The nearest planet to the sun, Mercury. Then the second one is the Venus. Then the Earth and the Mars. Now you can see here these 4 planets. These are called the inner planets. Why these are called the inner planets? These are near to the sun. These planets are very much near to the sun and these are made by the rocks. Okay, then the remaining 4 planets, these are the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and the Neptune. You can see here these planets are called the outer planets. These are very, very far from the sun and these are huge in size and made up of the gases. Due to this, these are called the outer planets, inner planets and the outer planets. Okay, then the next it comes the Earth. The next it comes the Earth. Now, where do we live? Earth, it is a planet. Where do we live? The Earth is the 3rd nearest planet to the sun. In size, it is the 5th largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. Earth is not spherical in a shape. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as a geoid. Geoid means an earth-like shape. Okay, then on the earth there are the conditions which are very much favorable to support the life system. Which are those conditions? The earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Okay, it is the favorable condition for the life system. It has water and air which are very essential for our survival. The air has life supporting gases like oxygen. The oxygen, it is present on the earth, okay, which is life supporting gas. Because of these reasons, the earth is a unique planet in the solar system. Why earth is a unique planet in the solar system? It is the only planet on which the life exists due to the favorable conditions which are support to the life system. From the outer space, the earth appears blue. If we will see from the outer space to the earth, it appears blue. Why? Because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. The surface of the earth, 2/3 surface of the earth, it is covered by the water, and due to this it is called, therefore it is called a blue planet. It appears blue. It is called the blue planet. Okay, then the next it comes the moon. It is a satellite of the earth. Moon, it is a satellite of the earth. Already we have seen moon, it is a satellite of the earth. Our earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the earth. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. See, the diameter of the moon, it is 1/4 of that of the earth, but then too it looks very big because it is nearer to our planet than the other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from us. The moon moves around the earth in about 27 days. It completes one rotation around the earth within 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. Exactly same time, 27 days. It takes 27 days to complete one spin, and due to this, because of this, only one side of the moon is visible to us on the earth. Okay, the moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has mountains, plains and depressions on its surface, and it shows the shadow on the surface. See, that shadow we can see at the full moon night or at the Purnima. Okay, that shadows we can see on the moon. Then what is the satellite? See, about the satellite we have seen moon is the satellite of the earth. But what exactly satellite means? A satellite is a celestial body. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. These are called the satellites. See, these are the natural satellites. These all the planets, they have their own moons, satellites. Okay, so these are the natural satellites, but there are human made satellites are also there. Human made satellites. What are the human made satellites? It is an artificial body. It is designed by scientists to gather information about the universe and for the communication. Now these satellites are carried by the rocket and it is placed in the orbit of the earth. Okay, it is carried by the rocket and it is placed in a orbit of the earth. Okay, then the next, these are the asteroids. The next it comes the asteroids. See, we have seen the family members of the solar system. In that, the asteroids and meteoroids are there. So the first one, it is the asteroids. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also moves around the sun. Stars, planets, satellites, these moves around the sun. But apart from this, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. These bodies are called the asteroids, and these are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Okay, and according to the scientists, what they say, that scientists views it is that these are the asteroids are part of the planet which exploded many years back. These asteroids, these are the parts of the planets. According to the scientists, these asteroids are the parts of the planets. Now the next, these are the meteoroids. Meteoroids, these are the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun, are called the meteoroids. Okay, meteoroids also moves around the sun. Asteroids also move around the sun. But there is a difference, is that according to the scientists, asteroids, these are the exploded parts of the planets, and meteoroids, these are the small pieces of the rocks, okay, which moves around the sun. Now sometimes these meteoroids, they come near to the earth and they drop upon it. Okay, and when they come in the contact of the air, so due to this process, what happens, the friction happens. Okay, and it get heated up and burn, and when it comes, it causes a flash of light. हम उसे टूटा हुआ तारा बोलते. Okay, sometimes we can see such flash of a light, okay, which passes in the night sky. Okay, टूटा हुआ तारा. These are the meteoroids which falls on the earth's surface and creates the halo. Now next part we are going to see, that is the galaxy. Okay, what is the galaxy? We are the part of the Milky Way galaxy. Galaxy, it is a cluster of millions of stars. Galaxy, it is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. And at the ancient time, the name to this Milky Way galaxy, it is given as a Akash Ganga. That is a river of light which flowing in the sky, and our solar system, it is a part of this galaxy. Now a galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars. What is the galaxy? Galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that made the universe, and it is very much difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Still the scientists, they are finding out about these certainties of this universe and all. Okay, but it is clear that we all are the part of this universe. I hope you have liked my video. Then like it, share it and subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.